For as long as YouTube has been a thing, there have been very spooky videos, especially spooky videos on Gmod, but none as spooky as this set of videos that I've got for you today. Now let me tell you the story of G-Man Cocksucker 2003. Now this all begins with a video uploaded on the 29th of February 2023. A video titled Gmod Anomaly 01. Very scary. Now without wasting any more time, let's get right into the video. Now in the first few moments of the video, we can observe a man in a very inconspicuous car driving into a tree and getting very dazed. From simply looking at the world around him, we can see he's clearly in some kind of satanic hellscape. But what happens next will completely shock you. Did you catch that? Probably not. The clip starts with the man walking around, observing his surroundings. He tries to get into the enclosed area, but is unsuccessful, at which point he turns around. And if we pause the video here, you can see something truly shocking. What we appear to be looking at right now is a black man masturbating, as evidenced by his big elongated knob protruding out of his lower torso, along with his hand hovering above, likely edging his cock. But we do not yet know the significance of the masturbating black man, so let's watch on and see what happens. Now how terrifying is that? A big, giant makeshift penis. Now the interesting thing about this cock is if we look at the testicles, we can observe two giant holes in them, possibly implying that the knob man from before is watching us. However, there's still more to the video, so let's watch on. What in the living fuck is that? It appears as if the Blue Scout from Team Fortress 2 has been tied up, hung, and promptly bum raped. The player then proceeds to go up to the Scout, look at him, and smash his face in, after realizing that it's a real person because blood spewed out of the Scout's face. He runs away in fear. Now this is truly unusual. What we can see in this clip is a black man hanging from the ceiling along with the message Benek on the wall. What Benek means, I don't know. However, I need to find out if that really is an N or something else. Upon further investigation, that symbol actually means L in Russian. And with this added knowledge, we can conclude that the word written on the wall is black. Now this opens up a fair few questions. Why is there a black man hanging? Why does it say black on the wall? Could the person who did this be a racist? I guess we're just gonna have to continue watching and find out. In this clip, we can see the man, panicked, run back to the main room. However, upon running past the white room, we can observe that the room has turned black. Now, what does this mean? I do not know. However, after this clip, there is an abrupt cut, so let's watch what happens after the cut. Dear God, now that was terrifying. After entering the entrance, he notices that his light starts to fail and flash on and off. He seems very scared by this, but that doesn't deter him from going into the dark room. Upon entry, his light turns off fully, at which point he starts to shake and turns around. After turning around, his flashlight comes back on, at which point we see the true horror of this video. Keemstar. Now this obviously opens up a fair few more questions. Why did Keemstar kill this man? Is Keemstar our racist? Nigger! And what's with the guy jacking off? I don't know. However, we have more videos that might give us more clues. So let's move on to the next one, titled GMOD Experiments 06. The first few moments of this video show another man fiddling with himself before turning around and looking at Mario tied up with some sort of lasers. Now, why on earth did they do that to poor Mario? Well, my theory is this. This isn't just any Mario. It's actually Pablo the pedophile. Now, if you're unaware of who that is, Pablo is the alter ego of former Vanos gaming crew member Minilad. Now, Minilad was later exposed for touching little kids, getting little kids, rounding them up and butt fucking them. That's what he liked to do. And I believe that this is one of his victims, proven by what he does next. Now that is crazy. In this clip, the man is seen fiddling with not himself, but the blue lasers this time, perhaps trying to make sure they won't fail. And then he proceeds to go up to Pablo and crowbar his cock in. However, there is already blood before, implying that he has already destroyed his knob beforehand. However, the man does indeed get bored of this, at which point he goes to a little house about a 2-minute walk away, picks up some dynamite that he has stored, and walks back. However, what happens next will completely shock you. God help us all. The paedophile has gotten away. Now, as we can see, the player is visibly scared by this development. Pablo has gotten away. However, the video does not end there. So let's watch on and find out what happens. Oh no, this is where Pablo lives. Now, what we can tell from the Vanos gaming video, this is Pablo's neighborhood, and I believe very soon we're gonna find out where Pablo ran off to. And thus, Pablo claims another victim. What is shown at the end of this video is truly shocking. Pablo then proceeded to buttfuck this man in the middle of a field at 9 o'clock at night. But this obviously raises a bunch of new questions. How did Pablo initially get away? How did Pablo repair his destroyed knob? How does Keemstar and the Knob Man play into this? Well, I might be able to answer one of these questions. In Pablo's neighborhood, just outside of the main road, there is a very deep well. If you go to this well and jump down, once you swim to the bottom, you will find something absolutely terrifying.
What is up, Drum Alert Nation?
You fucking nigger!